Hi! Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Adventures with a Genius. We're still trying to figure out the title. We want it to be something humble. So first, I had to change the scenery. The last one was, I just kept looking at my humidifier in the background, and was like, everybody's going to think I'm a bitch. I got a different chair this time. It feels powerful. I see why kings sit like this. When your arms are like this on a chair, it makes you feel like you have an amount of power that you don't deserve. Anybody who sits like this was a king or just the man in some way. You literally just got to look at a guy who's like, so we were born with not a lot of land, and you have all the land. So we were just asking if maybe we could have a small amount of land. I have 18 children, and I'm hoping that through winter one of them lives to carry on my name. And then you go, burn all of their stuff. and then you get to just sentence them to death or whatever you wanted. Tear their legs off and tear their arms off and put their legs where their arms were. Dude, I would be such a good king. I would be coming up with so many unjust punishments. Burn their corn. But sir, it's the only thing we have to eat. Dude, if you were a king and you were so ballin' that you literally had a guy that would eat a little bit of your meal before you did to make sure that it's not poisoned, that is the dumbest. Did you ever used to see that job? You go on Indeed, you're like, king food taster. You're like, oh, wow, this is going to be so good. I'm going to get to taste the king's food. And then he's just like, eat it. Make sure it's not poisoned. You're like, what? What is this job? And you're like, eat it. And then you're like, you can't quit because he just rips your head off with the arms of a stronger man. That would be sick. And I would never battle. There's the kings that get respect, and they're like, I do this for my land. I'd be more than one of the guys who's like, They carry my stuff. It would be so sick when they killed me. Like, everybody would be like, thank God he's not in anymore. I was at the gym the other day. So many weird things that happen in the gym. Every gym I've ever been to, there's been a guy practicing karate. Keep in mind, you can do that anywhere. You don't have to pay to practice karate, not at a dojo. There's no machine. If you don't go to the gym, believe it or not, there's no karate machine. And these guys never practice for one enemy. These guys fight 7,000 people like they're Ninja Turtles. They'll be in the mirror, they're fighting a guy here, and then out of nowhere, back kick. Like throwing things at the side, to the front, to the left, just like you're being swarmed from all angles, and so much confidence. Like, okay, obviously we have enough time to hit him with one punch, two punch, shin kick, throw the shin back. You're not getting me. It's just it's insanity. All right, I've been practicing karate at the gym. Got a lot of enemies. Just like, hey, dude, how about instead of practicing karate, change your life? Don't have this many enemies where you need to learn gym karate. Oh, last time I was in a chair talking like a psychopath to no one, we were talking about stand-up and how I think you can achieve success at it now in the modern age. And my theory is blow up on social media first and then get a following, and then it'll be way easier to do stand-up. And that's what I've been trying to do. The day-to-day of that involves there's so much content. It's crazy how much content there is. Every day, every single person that thinks of one thing that they think's funny, and if it's easy enough to film, they post it on TikTok. So now you have to compete with that, with every person ever coming up with one thing every day. So you got to post all the time. So that's what I do. Every single day I post a video. I film and I edit and I post a video. Starting a little bit, 10 million views on Marcus Isn't Funny. Watch it. Jarrett, link to it. Link in description. Sketches. Just making sketches all the time. And I think that's the equivalent of grinding on open mics and stuff. Some days it's like 7 hours of editing and filming and so much work. And some days it's just, wow, this was a dumb idea. And then you just post it. And then regardless of how good the video is, well, that's what's hard. The inconsistency. You build a following of 40. I have 45,000 followers on this app. And it does not guarantee that my videos reach even close to half of the people that follow me. It doesn't even matter. Like, you could come up with, I've come up with this in 60 seconds, right? Movies in 60 seconds, where I mock a movie, and Jarrett maybe put a link to one of those, like a Breaking Bad. I did Breaking Bad in 60 seconds. People like that. Did Queen's Gambit in 60 seconds. People like that. Queen's Gambit got like 500,000 views. And then I reposted an old video, which was every space movie ever, in like 60 seconds. And then that got like 800,000 views. 500,000 views, 800,000 views. Couple days later, I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm going to ride this momentum. I post Breaking Bad in 60 seconds. I'm like, one of the most popular shows ever. People in the comments are telling me to do that. I post it, not even close. 20,000 maybe? But everybody watching it's like, yes, this is sick. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't understand why it's not working. So you do that all the time. I posted a video where I was like, this is so stupid. It was me with a cheese stick in my mouth. Just put a cheese stick in your mouth. It makes you look like you have the most ridiculous veneers of all time. Then I just was like, ah, ha, ha. Like 100,000 people are like, oh my God, you're a genius. You're like, I hate everything about this. I'm trying to figure that out, but 45,000 is a lot compared to anything I've ever done before, but it's not a lot compared to what it could be. I think what it is you get one video usually that does crazy numbers, and then you just get a ton of people following you after that. Also, another thing about this is it's so weird how much how it affects your like emotions. Because when I try and not watch, like, I'll set my phone down when I think a video is gonna do well for like an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. Because you'll look and you'll be like, oh, that has 200 views, and then you'll look later and you're like, oh, it's at 5,000, and then you look, you're like, is this like did I just not look for 2 hours and it slowly got 5,000, or is this like one of those ones where it had 200 views and then it just was like, oh, 1,000 views? Oh my God, 2,000, like, and then you keep refreshing and it just is like, poof, poof, poof. And then when that happens, it's over for me. I'm just like, oh my God, I have to keep checking. Like, I set timers on my phone, so I'm not checking every 2 seconds. And then like, I can't, it's so hard to go to sleep. One time I posted a video at 8:30 on a Sunday, and I was like, I mean, I like the video is good. It was me trying to catch a bat, which sucked. Bats are terrifying. And it was so small, but I freak out grabbing a bat, and just unforeseen, a bunch of women were like, this is totally me, which is not like exactly what I wanted a bunch of girls to see themselves in me. So that one did like 1 million overnight. And then you're just like, dude, it ruined my sleep for nights. My one friend, Eion, he cannot handle it at all. He's texting me like, dude, I cannot handle this. I had to turn off my Instagram comments, because he posted one on Instagram Reels. It's got like 2 million views. And he's gained thousands of followers on Instagram. Jarrett, maybe link to that Instagram video or something on Reels for Eion. But then it's crazy how negative comments affect different people. Like, negative comments don't bother me at all, because it's just like funny that somebody would be. It's fun. I like when people shit on people sometimes, and it's funny that it happens to me, because it's funny that there's some guy that just wrote something negative about me. My name on TikTok is Marcus Isn't Funny, so obviously I'm being self-deprecative. Obviously, I'm making fun of myself. And if the video's funny, then it's doing well and more people see it. If the video's not funny, then it's not funny, and whatever. I live up to the name. But then sometimes people post on a video that's doing well. So there's like sometimes you get a video with 50,000 likes and like 1,000 comments of people saying how funny it was, which doesn't mean anything. I've seen videos with way too many things, like people commenting and stuff, and they're like, oh my God, this killed me. And you're like, this is the worst not funny thing I've ever seen. So like, maybe that's what my video is. But then a guy will be like, you really live up to your username. And you're like, oh my God, dude, I would ruin you. You can't make my joke into a joke against me. I made it, you idiot. So I just comment back always in all caps, like, oh my God, you scorched me. One time, the two things that got me was one time a guy told me throw away my pants, and I was like, they were like a nice pair of pants, and I was like, no, fuck you. I was like, fuck you, these are good pants. That one bothered me. And then one person rose to me, and it did bother me, but I loved it too, because it's just funny. It's just funny to like especially because of how effortless this guy roasted me, and I was pumped. So this guy commented on my post and ripped me apart, and I loved it. I'm like under, so the lighting's like bad or something, and I just like doing this thing, and I'm walking around with the camera angled upward, which is notorious for being a bad angle. But I'm not trying to be fucking cute. I'm trying to see if the thing that I'm talking about is funny. And one guy just commented, eyebrows. And there was like 2,000 comments on the video, and that's the only one I remember on it. Because, dude, I have straight up Turkish eyebrows. I don't know what ethnicity I am. Obviously white as shit. But, dude, I have Russian back eyebrows. These things are hairy. If I shaved this off, it would look like somebody just got a haircut. On the floor, it would literally require an employee to sweep them up. You can't just... and they're gone. There's so much of them. There's so much eyebrows. I just ripped out a bunch of them. Still too many. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how the life of trying to be a comedian has changed. It used to be just like go to fucking nightclubs, which I hate anyway. Go to clubs, spend your whole night, spend hours. Now it's like during the day, film and pretend you're a pirate in your living room. People in my hometown are like, they go to like, I don't even know if they still do it, but they go to like a movie theater, and they, in like the lobby, they'll do stand-up once a week. And oh my God, that sounds awful. The whole reason you would do open mics in my area is because you would get better, you would work at the club, you would work at one of the 2 clubs, or you would get bar shows within a 3-hour radius. There aren't shows, so you're doing the open mics for no reason. Nobody's getting footage of them crushing at stand-up because the people in the crowds are the same people that are there every week. And it's not like a following. It's literally just people doing stand-up and then 3 other people that walked in. Figure out another way to get your skills better. Mine is every day I make a new video that's comedy-based. That's, I think, in my brain is way more productive to making something that will stick than once a week doing the set that you did last week for a show that isn't coming. Okay, we'll end with a dumb story. I was in the grocery store. I wear my headphones in the grocery store. For some reason, I like just having my headphones on, being in public, and just listening to music or a podcast, and just taking my time picking out things that I want. Something about it is, I don't even know. That's like my favorite thing to do. So dumb. Let me know if you ever have done this. If that's your thing, because I feel like that's not that unusual. I wear headphones, I listen to music, and then I just wander around in public. I did that anywhere. If you go anywhere in public, and it's just like you're just watching everything go by, but you just have like a soundtrack to it. It's kind of nice. So I do that at the grocery store. A woman comes up to when this happened, I had over-the-ear headphones. I didn't know that there was that people didn't know, like, how are you? She didn't come up to me and go and like signal that she's going to say something. She literally just started talking to me. It's like, could there be any bigger indicator that you should fuck off? I'm just like, how do you not know that like I don't know what you're saying? So I take my headphones off. This lady's like, do you know where oatmeal is? And I'm like, what? No, oh no, sorry. And then she's like, okay. And then I start walking. She turns around, walks the direction I'm walking in, but faster than me. And then I remember, and then she's about to walk, and then she starts walking. I see the aisle. I'm like, oh shit, it's in that aisle. But she's far away. I just yell oatmeal in the I'm like, oatmeal in the grocery store, and she's not looking at me, so nobody. So then I look around, and I'm just like, there's like people around, and I just, with headphones on, go, oatmeal in the grocery store, and this lady's walking away, the only person that could have saved my my social embarrassment, because I'm like, no, this bitch doesn't know where fucking oatmeal. It's not me. I'm not weird. She's oatmeal, like just so dumb. Like, no, you don't get the lady. You have to like, and then she turns, and you're like, she doesn't even exist anymore. What am I gonna hold some person's hand and be like, no, come with me? Weren't you looking for oatmeal? You were looking for oatmeal. Tell this lady you didn't listen to me. I took my headphones off. You didn't listen to me. Oh, got to do a call to action. Hey, if you like it, subscribe. Show somebody and follow. Go follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Jarrett, link them all. Follow Jarrett. Look at Jarrett. If you like video games, look at Jarrett's page. Help us grow. Thank you.